everyone, it is time for another update. It has been, let's see, 6 weeks. I think on my last video I actually said it was a 2 week update, but it was a 4 week update, if I'm not mistaken. I've been to the salon a couple of times, so it may feel like a 6 week update. Alright, anyway, here it goes. So on my last video I interlocked the back and had the front of my hair palm rolled. Oh man, it has really been a journey. That did not work. Okay, so the back of my hair came down and the front of my palm rolls came down. I was really bummed about it. I was pissed. I'm like, dang, what is wrong with my hair? You know, I'm like, maybe it doesn't want to be locked or something. But the top section was already budding, so it's like there's no turning back. You know, what are we going to do? So I talked to my loctician and she was like, you know, from day one I told you I thought you should interlock your hair because the front of your hair is kind of straight, the back of your hair is very fine and straight. So, you know, and having several textures in your hair can be really difficult when you're trying to start locks in a specific way. So for me, I really wanted to do the comb coils. Everybody knows that if you watch any of my other videos. But that's not what happened. You know, that's not going to work. That didn't work. And right now, I actually have my entire head interlocked. I know. Now, the last time I went, she only interlocked the back, but those didn't stay either. Those came down, y'all. Like, it was horrible. My hair was looking crazy. Like, for real crazy. And I didn't know what to do about it because I had just left the salon and maybe 6 days later my locks came down or they started, you know, unraveling or whatever. And the hair was so short, I wasn't washing it. I didn't do anything really to my hair other than put some oil on it. And when I tell you that oil makes my hair super slick, and it just slid right out. So, and I wasn't saturating it like that, but with the oil and me working out twice a day, I got to get my workout in. So I'm like, that is a non-negotiable right there. So whatever I have to do to stay healthy and everything, then that's just what I'm going to do. So at my last visit, I told her, I said, you know, I want my hair, all of my hair interlocked, because it makes no sense to try to have the back interlocked and then have the front palm rolled. So that's what happened. It is all interlocked. And I think what I will possibly do is just allow it to grow out. And then once everything grows out, I can start back palm rolling, you know, my little locks and everything. Because I really don't have the patience for interlocking, and I want to be able to do my own hair. I don't want to have to consistently depend on someone else to do it. But I think because of just the overall health of my hair right now, I'm going to go to the loctician. I was actually in the salon, and I saw another lady that had small locks. But when I tell you guys that her locks were like thinning everywhere, oh my god, she had maybe 30-40 locks repaired. And I think when she initially came in, she thought that she only had like 5 locks that needed to be repaired. But as my loctician was doing her hair, I'm like, girl, your stuff is messed up. I'm not. And she actually had sister locks, and then went and got extensions, because the sister locticians will not put extensions in your hair. And she didn't feel comfortable with her hair short, so she got extensions done somewhere else, and then came to my loctician to actually have them repaired because they were horrible. Like, some of them were really big, some of them were lumpy. It wasn't a good look. Yeah, it wasn't good at all. But anyway, so one other thing that's changed since the last update is that the back of my hair has some lock extensions, and I will show you guys that, because if you watch the previous video, you'll see that the back of my hair is like super duper short, like really short. So I'm going to give you a quick view of what the back of my head looks like right now. Hopefully you can see it. Okay. And I actually have a couple of bobby pins back there just to hold the locks down because they are kind of short. What happens is they'll kind of fly. So instead of riding in the car with a cap on the back of or a scarf on the back of my head or wrapped around my head, I just prefer to put a few bobby pins back there and hold it in place to keep them down so that by the time I get where I'm going this morning, my hair won't be flying or, you know, whatever, and I can just take them out. So that's my remedy for today. I'm sorry, guys. My voice is really just doing something else today. I'm not sure what it is. It has to be allergies. Where I live, you know, the pollen and all of that is really high. It's extremely hot outside. So, you know, my entire face is itching right now. And my nose is itching. But anyway, back to the hair update. So I do have to tell you all what happens with my lactation though. So I went in on a Friday, and I normally go really early. And so I'm out of there by 2 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock, you know. And really early for me is like 8:30 or 9. But I went later this time, and she wasn't feeling well. So when she did my hair, I was tired. She was tired. It took her longer. I was sleepy that day too. And so when I left, I really didn't get a good look at my hair, right? I go home, you know, wrap my head up, and I go straight to bed. When I get up the next day and I look at the back of my hair, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. What happened? What? The back of my hair had absolutely nada lines at all. No, I don't know what you call it. No grid, parting, or anything. Like, I was hot as grits cooked in a cast iron pan. If you're from the South, you know what that is. Or I was hot as fish grease. I couldn't even make a video. I was gonna make a video, y'all, but I couldn't do it because I was like pacing the floor. Like, I know. So I was like, okay, once I calmed down, and I was like, okay, so I'm gonna contact the stylist. But I had a party to go to, so I couldn't go back the same day. And we had a 2-part visit, which it was nothing but a blessing that we had a 2-part visit, because she did the interlocks one day and did the extensions on Sunday. So thankfully, between Friday when I got it done and Sunday morning, those locks had come down in the back all over again. And I was glad about it because the parting was messed up. And I'm like, man, the Most High must have known, you know, the universe is spirit, karma must have had my back something. Because when I tell you that I was pissed, what that man say, to the highest level of festivity, I was pissed. There were no lines, and I didn't feel like it was neat or anything. I was just, man, I was so freaking mad. I could have like burnt a hole in the ground. I was pacing that bad boy. But the lines were messed up. You know, there were, and it's actually like she just grabbed pieces of hair and interlocked them, which is okay if you don't care, right? It's okay if you don't mind that, but I do, you know. And I thought on previous visits I was very specific about what I liked and what I wanted in my head. But when I went back to the stylist, I made sure to reiterate, I want the lines in the back to look like the top. Because my lineup, can y'all see that grid right there? You know, it looks great. Like, I don't know what happened. I'm like, okay, she get a pass because she wasn't feeling well. And I understand it. When you've been up for several days in a row, you got 2 small babies. I have 4 children. So I definitely have some empathy for my sister. I understand. You know, if don't nobody understand, I get that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give her a pass. My sister's tired. So I go in, second day on Sunday. I talk to her, let her know what I want in the back of my head. And, you know, she does it. You know, she's feeling better that day. Got a few more seconds of sleep. Because, you know, when you have a small baby, it's seconds, literally. So she got a few more seconds of sleep. And we rocked it, and it looks great, and I'm so excited about it. And I'm glad that I didn't get hot-headed and just stop dealing with her, because that truly is the type of person that I am. You know, if I pay you for something and you don't give it to me, guess what? I'm not about to argue with you about it. I'm gonna take this mess down. I'm gonna go to somebody else, and I'm not fooling with you no more. You just gonna forever miss these coins. That's it. End of discussion. But I'm like, I have to be a little bit more patient with my sister, and you know, and just let her know. But what I will do from this day forward, and what I should have done, and what was a very much bought lesson, as my mom would say, I will be checking my hair. I don't care how tired I am. I do not care how tired I am. I will be checking my hair. Don't get up from the chair without checking your hair, okay? No matter how late it is and all of that. And don't let anybody do your hair if they're tired. Like, if I would have known that she had been up for the past 3 days doing hair and was extremely tired and wasn't feeling well either, because, you know, when it's that time of the month, you are physically drained. Some women are physically drained. And then to have 2 small children, you know, it's like, I understand, but mama, schedule me another day. Go get you some sleep. Like, I'm perfectly fine with that. I will put a hat on, throw a wig on. I promise you, I will be straight, you know. But, no, just don't do my hair when you're mad at somebody, and don't do my hair when you're tired. So, but, anyway, so I think next time, if, you know, she's tired or whatever, I'll just reschedule and come at a later time, because I want to keep a positive relationship with her. I really like her. You know, I really love her spirit. She has a very, very kind, gentle spirit. And I think she was just really exhausted, because as we were going through it, she was showing me my hair every bit of the way to try to, you know, kind of build the confidence and the relationship back that we had, because, you know, she had done my hair several times and I really loved it, especially in the back, because it was so small and so neat. But, you know, that one time, you know, a little bit of tired and like, okay, I'm just going to get this done, you know, didn't work for me. For somebody else, it might have been okay, you know, because some people don't like to have a certain parting. They want all of theirs kind of, you know, in different shapes anyway, so that when they retwist their hair or whatever, you can just kind of, you know, go with it, and you don't have to be held down to specific parts. But I do, okay? I need a layout so that I know what the world I'm doing, because especially if I'm going to be trying to retighten my hair on my own, oh no, I need some help. I need those lines to guide me on to where to stop, okay? Or else I will have a row of connected locks, and that is not cute. But anyway, this has been a lesson, you know, in many ways. A lesson of patience, a lesson of understanding, and also a lesson to, you know, never give somebody your money without checking their work, you know, on your head. So, it, like I said, it's been a ball lesson for sure. But I'm very excited about my hair. I'm happy with my hair. I'm in love with it. I mean, it just feels awesome. You know, I wore it out to work yesterday, and everyone was just like, oh my God, your hair is so pretty. You know, and all they know is that my hair is now shorter. So, but yeah. I felt really, really good about, you know, I feel really, really good about the way that I look. It was pretty liberating to just wear my hair, and I probably won't be wearing any more wigs. So some of my other videos that I have on YouTube, you'll be getting a new look, because I won't be wearing it anymore. I just decided, like, I have so many wigs. Like since my hair fell out, I've got so many wigs, but I just felt almost like transformed, like I didn't need it. It wasn't necessary to add more, you know. And before, because I wasn't comfortable with them, because I was self-conscious with how the back of my hair looks, I was really not trying to show that part to anybody at all. Like I didn't even want my husband to see the back of my head because it was just like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna do another side view, turn like that, make sure you guys can see it really good, and then I'll do the other side because I want to make sure that you get at least a pretty decent view of what the back looks like. But yeah, that's it. That is my update for this lock journey. It's been a good one thus far, and my locks are staying in place, thankfully. I am not losing as much hair, which is really good, because as my hair locks, all of those shed hairs that I get will fall into my locks. So, all right, y'all, until next time, be good to yourself. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Positivity, light, love, and prosperity.